just came to know from one of my friend that
Hmm.
SuccessFactors will be the right choice in the recruitment side. So that's the reason I want to
Okay.
learn into RCM.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining.
Yeah.
Yes. Others?
Hi Akshay, myself Sai Kiran from Bangalore, and I have close to 15 years of experience. Have
Okay.
experience like of coordinating with our vendors, working as a business analyst, like on success factor across modules like RCM, onboarding, VC, PMGM, and reports as well. But now planning like
Okay.
to move towards RCM and onboarding.
Okay. Great to know. Thanks for joining. Yes. Others? Chandrasekhar, Sushma.
Yeah, hi, Chandrasekhar this side. I'm from Noida.
Hi.
I do have some experience into recruitment side, and I have
Okay.
experience on as an end user in recruitment for LTI Mindtree, Paytm.
Okay.
So I got to know from one of my friends, so that's why I'm looking for to learn these things.
Okay. Right. Yes, Sushma, from your end? Anyone else wanted to introduce themselves? Yes? No one? Okay. All right. I would like to start the session. Before I start the session, let's have just a brief about what is this HR process. We have multiple HR process. Okay. It's not one. One in the sense recruiting is just a part of HR process. After recruiting or before recruiting, there are so many things, like finding the vacancies and then having all of them. Before having the vacancies, there should be a position in the company or the system to have someone recruited to that. So there is a whole process, or I can say like a cycle which is running. Positions have to be created, positions have to be filled, and someone has to apply for that, and someone has to get the offer letter, someone has to onboard, someone has to come and join, and someone has to run their payroll, their compensation, and their promotions, demotions, or anything like course learning, or upgrading themselves in the skill like succession. So these are all part of HR process. HR in the sense human resource management process. So to handle this HR process, there are different applications. Success factors is one of them. Success factors is one of those HR applications. So before those applications, what else is there is SAP is an application where we used to maintain all this data of recruiting or employee data or their payroll or their pay or their learning courses or something like analytics to extract the data from the system. All these things we used to maintain at SAP. Okay. Now there is most advanced systems has come up, nothing but success factors. So SAP has acquired success factors. In the year 2012, what did SAP do is SAP has acquired success factors. So once they acquired, they started to change or improvise this success factor system similar to SAP so that the terminology and HR terminology will match. So that everyone in the industry will understood that okay, these are the things and this is easily understandable by the people who are using. Who will be the users of an HR system? It will be the HRs or the employees who are using. Who will be the developers or implementers of that system will be consultants. Okay, associate consultant, junior consultant, senior consultant, principal consultant. These people are behind the system where you are working in the front end, like an admin of the system. So this is the background of the HR system, and I just only told you two applications, SAP and SuccessFactors. There is multiple applications available like Sum Total, and we have this workforce where time management is good. We have benefit focus where benefits are updated for employees. You see life insurances or some dental plans or medical plans or insurances of the employees. Most of the time you don't find them in the employees who work in India, but if you take other countries they will have lot of benefits. Even they can claim their dental bill. Okay, if they have something happen to their tooth, they can go to the doctor and have an appointment, and if there is some treatment happening for their dental purpose, they can bring that bill and go for a reimbursement. So those kind of benefits most probably you will find at US, UK, and some other countries where they can climb the bills, they can have those all things. So benefit focus on the employee HR data only, but in the other side of benefits. So if you see, uh, another one more system we have is Workday, which is based out of US. And after Success Factors, it is another successful application where HR people are trying to use Workday. And Workday features are somewhat what not straightforward, and you will find multiple options for just single one thing to navigate. It's not so simple like Success Factors, which I have also experienced. Even I used Workday system, and I developed the Success Factor system for many companies. So there is a lot of difference. Why the Success Factors is gaining this much of popularity, or most of the customers are behind this, is easy to understand, simple process, straightforward process, and you can access anywhere. And this application development is given to the other regions, where if you have a company and you are providing the service, Success Factors allows you to do that, whereas other systems are not allowing for the development or configuration. Most probably they are not allowing India first. So the support only will be given for other HR applications to India. But the development and support, we are many of the companies from India are golden partners, platinum partners, silver partners, bronze partners of Success Factors. Where if they get a project to implement, let's say so and so company is there. Let us take the example of Accenture. They already have Success Factors implemented. Their recruiting depends on Success Factors only. Okay, in real system they use that. So if they come to SAP that we wanted to implement this process, so most of the HR process should be in the Success Factor system. So what does SAP do is they will call their partners. If your company is a global partner of SAP, let's say you are from TCS or somewhere, if your company is partner to SAP, they will bring the project of Accenture and give it to TCS and say you implement this project. TCS will immediately form a team and they will start developing whatever the requirement is there. Let's say we have this different uh, posting of jobs posting. Okay, for UAE, I have these requirements. You need to compulsory mention we need locals for this job, we need non-locals for this job in UAE. In India, it is not like that. You don't need to specifically mention who are needed. You just give the qualification. These are the qualifications. These people has to apply. Then India will get the applications according to that. And here you have a certain criteria. So country to country, the job and details will be differing. Okay, so the postings will vary. So you will have two different set of configurations to be done for different countries. So these kind of requirements will be taken by the company who is doing the project, and they will complete it. So how this process runs is, whenever you wanted to post a job, let's say you wanted to post a job in LinkedIn, you will have a blueprint or template. You need to fill the details and send it, and then it will get posted. The similar manner here, you don't have any template, but by default there will be a template ready, and for which position you have vacancy, from that position details will be pulled by the system. You need to just click on a button saying create and job requisition, so that all the details will be pulled from that position. Anything has to be filled, the approvers will just fill and approve immediately on the scheduled posting. You can schedule when it has to post outside the market, or you want a specific date, you can mention that date and send it. So clearly it is by the system. And to just post a job, you have 3-4 clicks away, where you just simply fill the information and be sent. So most of the work by HR is also reduced here. Okay, that's the reason success factors is used by many of the companies. Okay, so that's the main thing why people are using success factors. And almost all, we have 10,000 plus customers with success factors currently, and future there might be a growth in that also. Because why this growth is happening is every 6 months the system revises it and improves the features. Today one feature is there, if that feature is getting old or it's not up to the mark how the end user is using, they are not satisfied with it, SAP takes the inputs of the end users, they will consider everyone's opinion, they will change the feature, upgrade itself and make it easy for others to use. So every 6 months you will have improvisation of the system. You will find new things coming in. You will find extra features added on. So it will be very easy for us to use and also to keep growing along with success factors. Okay. So those are the things I just wanted to introduce you to the success factors. One more thing also I just wanted to introduce from the success factors for you is this cloud based HR system. I hope you are aware that SuccessFactors is a cloud-based HR system. What is cloud-based? Nothing but somewhere in the virtual place, this data will get stored. You don't need to particularly sit at a server and have to access or have to install some versions of it. So no need of any versions. You can directly get the success factors opened at wherever place you are. You just need to have an internet and sit at a beach and open your laptop and your success factors open. Because somewhere in the virtual place, the cloud is storing your data. And there are different data centers across the globe for success factors. Okay, there are almost some data centers, 48 or 52 data centers are there. Data center 4, especially for the region of Amsterdam, so the people around that area can access that data center and the cloud can function from there. So you can access data from anywhere. That's the other important thing. So that what does that make a difference is accessing everywhere. You are on a vacation, you need to approve something, or you are on a vacation, you need to immediately give an offer letter approval. Someone is ready to join, and he said, if you give today, I will join tomorrow. He's ready, and you are on a vacation. Now the process is getting stopped between, and he has another offer. We are going to lose the talent from the market. He will go and join in another company. So if you want to grab that person who has a talent in the market, you need to be very quick. You need to have all the access right away with you. So the success factors makes it possible. You can be available with your system wherever you are. You can open, you can click on approve, you can immediately send the offer letter to the person who is concerned to get it. So the process is simply understandable and easily accessible and easily done wherever you are. That's the reason success factors is at the top one, and we are using it and most of the people are trying to learn it. And now another thing which I wanted to tell is most of the people here are not from success factors background. They are from different backgrounds joining in this session. So they might have questions. Do we have growth because we are coming from a different background, or we don't know how to implement, or we don't know how to develop? So the first thing you need to know to enter into success factors is the terminology. If you are very much aware, you are part of recruiting process, your daily process of recruiting. So almost your terminology is only used here. Even you can search in the system that we are using for success factors, the same terminology we are going to use in this system. Okay, so let's say offer letter, very common word, the same word stays there. Or interview scheduling, or you are having some rating from the interview, or you will be having requisition, or candidate profile or candidate details, job application, these questionnaires. You see, most of the interviews nowadays, instead of person taking the interview, the first round will be questionnaires will be added. If they answer, they give the answers, and we already mark these are the right answers. According to the answers you mark, they will qualify the person to the next round. So the question is also automatic round one for us to shortlist the candidates. So this process where automatically through questionnaire we are shortlisting the candidates. So these are all terminology we generally use inside the same success factors. So there is no worry that you are learning now, and you need not to specially see something new, but features, settings, because this is functional side of the system or application. Okay, what is SAP is nothing but software application product where the application is functional. It's not too much technical. You don't have much to write coding here. Of course, there is XML coding, but you don't need to learn that much. Even if you have to learn, that is very simple and easy XML coding for us. So these are all making you the process simple and the right way to go. And you can easily understand from the system what can be done, what cannot be done. And SAP is always there to guide us. If you go through Google, you can see different notes, knowledge based articles, SAP notes, or solutions or guides on certain topics, and explaining each and every feature from the system. So SAP is helping from their end to make us learn. So it is all our efforts to put a bit ahead and go through the features and test how they work in the system, and know, okay, if you enable this, this is going to work like this. If you disable this, this is going to work like this. Okay, we need to send SMS to certain person. We need to integrate that SMS application into recruiting. You see, if you attend an interview with Accenture, you will receive SMS that you have completed round one, you are going for round two, or your interview has been scheduled for so and so date. So, this is kind of integration with the system or digital signature integration, where once you are okay with the offer letter, if you accept it, accept, and you have to digitally sign on the offer letter. Once you signed it, it will be sent back to our company to their recruiting process. Either it can be email or it can be through the system, it will come back to us. So this digital signature is also kind of integration. So to learn success factors, there are a lot of things. Only thing that you need to know is step by step procedure. If you enable step 1, what is going to happen at step 2? Or if you wanted certain feature, how many steps are there to enable them and process in the system? So that's how you need to learn from success factors, and that's how it works here. Okay, so this is nothing but your success factors intro, which I can give you. And what happens here is not alone RCM is there. Okay, recruiting is just one of the module of success factors for us, but we have different modules here. Okay, mostly to maintain data, we have employee central, we have compensation, we have learning module to give the courses like employees to get trained, succession, if someone leaves, who is the successor of that person, that succession, ZAM, SAP ZAM to interact internally with the employees, that is another thing. We have analytics. So existing data, how many left in this month, how many new joinees in the month, and how much is the budget for this month. All these things will be calculated in the analytics. Then you have workforce planning. So to plan for the next workforce, that means how many people are needed for a business unit. Certain work is there. How many people are needed? All that we will be having them. Okay. Then we have performance and goal management. So some people will have continuous performance management. Okay. Some people will have continuous performance management. Every 6 months they will have rating, employee rating, and out of that they will decide their promotions and all this. So this is goal setting for the year. This is Upon the performance of this year, they will be calculating their performance. So these are the modules. Even there is payroll module also. For us, ECP is also existing from SuccessFactors. So EC, it will give data. Employee Central is all about data repository. It will store employee data and it will give the data. And based on the pay data, they will be paid every month for the employee. So EC payroll is another kind of thing which we do have from the system. Okay. So these are the things that I just want to let you know from this intro, and what you are going to get from these sessions. The first thing will be your end-to-end implementation guide will be given for you. Okay, and the second thing will be daily you will have a 1 hour session. Okay, and this session recording will be given to you. Okay, and after the session recording you will get a system for practice as well. So this system for practice, you will receive a daily task to do real time how we will have issues. The same kind of task will be given every day. You have to do that task and come for the session, and you can have some mock interview possible with us. So after your training is done, at which stage you are, and if you want to test yourself, we can have a mock interview out of that. And if you choose to do certification, we will provide 60% of certification questions from us. Okay, so you can take that certification and do those questions. And yes, certification actually is not part of the outsiders. Other we will have after training, some institutes will be giving certificates. Here there is no possibility from our end. So SAP completely owns its certification, and if you wanted to do certification, you need to uh, get the subscription from SAP. You need to pay to SAP some amount for 6 attempts they will be giving you. In it will be lesser if you buy in US, actually US dollars. So that exam has to be taken by you, and once you are done, SAP itself gives you a certificate, and that's kind of an add-on for your interview. If someone asks you, "Are you certified?" you can simply show SAP certificate, so that you the chances of hiring will be high for you. So certification is mandatory nowadays because everyone is doing that. So it will be a simple process, but yet after your practice only it will make it good. If you don't practice, and even if I give you questions you get certified, that is fine. But when you attend your interview, it should look like you are already hands on the system. So it should look like hands on the system means you have to practice. So only thing is, I will suggest everyone practice, practice, practice. If you don't practice, there is nothing we can do. Even certification can be done, but practice has to be done by you. That's the only thing I just wanted to tell you. So yes, I just gave you some demo. I hope you understood. Now we are open for questions, or if you have something to talk to me, you can talk. Yeah. The people who joined later, if you have something as a questions, you can ask.
Yeah, Akshara, Chandrasekhar this side. So is it mandatory to do the employee central first, or like directly success factor recruiting we can learn? Because employee
There
central as a
is
core module.
there is no mandatory. Okay, if you wanted to learn onboarding, Employee Central is mandatory. But for RCM, you can choose any. There is no problem for that. Okay.
So
So
these all
Akshara,
comes under the talent management, right?
Yes, it all comes under talent management.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Akshara,
Yes,
one
someone
thing
has
is,
unmuted. Yes,
yeah,
Funny.
you said that XML, right? XML, we have to learn end to end, or it is already implemented, or we need to learn the basic level.
Actually, there is no need to learn basic level because by default you will get the XMLs from the system. And specifically for those we have the complete screens given by SAP itself. The very first time you open, defaultly XML language and everything will be there. Only thing you will be doing is a modification. So basic level is enough. Even that is not there in 1 hour, you can learn it. There is no problem with XML.
Okay, but one thing is we have no experience or anything else in related to the XML or anything. So can we learn on that?
Yeah, that is fine. You no need to specifically, that's the reason I told you. XML is not a bigger task. It will have
Uh,
open tag and close tag. That's XML. What does that do is it will parse some data, field name or field value. Just one liner, it will parse the data of field name or field value. Other than this, XML doesn't have anything that is critical or logical in it.
so we have the business rules also in RCM.
Depends on requirement. We have not
Okay.
much like EC. EC will have a lot, but
Okay.
RCM will have minimal. I will tell you on the regular sessions where this will come up in RCM.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Akshay. This is Krishna here. So, could you please
Yes,
let me
yes.
know the timings on this session? Timings on
The
this
first 10
webinar?
minutes of the session, the first 10 minutes out of that 5 minutes we had introduction. We started at 9:05 something around,
No, no, no,
and the
no,
later
no, no, no.
5 minutes.
I'm
Yeah.
asking about the regular training timings, like morning or evening. At what time it will start?
Okay. Got it. So as of now, we haven't decided the time. If it is decided, it would be around this time, I think so, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'm not sure. But most of the people who joined here, who are interested for regular session, they can send the convenient time for them to Subbu. Subbu will plan accordingly the flexible time for all together so that everyone can join the session. Hope you got it. Yes.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any other questions?
Uh, Akshara, Vivek this side.
Yes, Pradeep.
Akshara, basically, I just want to know, is there any sub-module we will be having in this app RCM, or is this the only separate module under
Actually,
this?
this is separate module. In RCM, we don't have any sub-modules. In EC, we have sub-modules. EC is a module. Under that, there is EC benefits, EC time. Those are sub-modules for EC. But RCM is a lone module and it doesn't have any sub-modules as of now.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Akshara, RMK is part of RCM, right?
No, no, no. It is a module itself. It's not part of RCM. Both are together. That means most of the people who are interested in designing and coding, they will take RMK, where they
Okay.
will have to design this site, colors, design, analysis, all those things. They will take RMK. If needed, they will do that.
But when you say coding, like, no, what language they use over there?
Uh, Sometimes it will involve JavaScript and XML both.
Okay. You mean to say this is career site, right?
Yes, yes, career site builder will be there, CSB. For
Okay.
that, there will be all these involved.
Okay. In cases, is it required to learn HTML as well, Bakshay?
No, no, no. No need of any HTML. It's only XML we have.
Uh-huh. No,
That
when
too
in
very minimal, and they got their own screens for it. So
okay.
whatever you change, it will go and update to your XML mostly. But why we need to know the basics is just for understanding if something goes wrong or how to fix it from the back end. If there is one issue, we need to know two solutions. Which way we can go and fix it? There will be
Mhm.
two solutions here. Either you go and fix it at XML or you can fix it at the screen. So to just know, have an idea. The basic thing is the initial days we have XML. During those days, we did not get any screens for it. So
Mhm.
now we got screens and XML both are there. So that's the reason people are asking XML is needed, XML is needed. So previously we used to use it. Now we got the upgraded screens for it, XML. Without touching that, we can directly do in the system.
Okay. Thanks, Akshay.
Yes, any other questions?
Yeah, Akshara,
Sorry,
I do have one
wanted to
question.
ask. You said that daily 1 hour sessions that will be will do those 1 hour sessions for how long?
I
How
didn't get
many
you. How do
days?
1 hour session follow?
Yes, I say the training sessions they will be for how many days?
So it will be around 18 to 20 days. The sessions will go for RCM, daily 1 hour session.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Akshara,
Chandrasekhar.
yeah, I do have one question. Like, for example, like Infosys is doing their recruiting process and using this recruiting module. But for their in-house recruitment, they are using this the same one, or like that is different, like Employee Central, to run their
See,
in-house recruitment.
in-house or see, it depends on how they implement it. Even I think so, Infosys has the same success factors. So
Okay.
most of the companies, some are already into success factors recruiting process. Until you know what is there in success factors, you cannot guess which company is using it. Okay. So, but I can surely say there are top MNCs who are using success factors RCM, recruiting process, employee central, everything. Uh, you see this ITC uses, Byju's uses success factors, Accenture uses. There is a big MNC which is going to start by 2025. Their success factors, employee central, RCM, everything, all the modules. So most of the companies are using it. And there is a company which left Workday and now they are implementing success factors. So I should not tell all this, but there are a lot of MNCs which are using success factors, and the initial module they start with is RCM. They don't start with AC. They first start with RCM and then they will move one by one module.
It's actually
So like
opposite
Infosys
there,
is
like,
hiring for their end clients. Infosys is hiring for their end client and using this recruiting module. But for in-house like recruitment, they are using EC, right?
Okay.
That I'm asking.
See, I'm not a person from Infosys to confirm what they are using. I'm just telling you there are multiple companies who are using it. I'm not sure what is their internal process, external process, because I never worked
Okay.
with them. I don't know what is their process.
No, I'm
like
just taking an example for a company.
I'll
Okay.
answer this, Chandra. I'll answer this. See, EC is a core HR. How this business partner HR generalist works, right? Those things. RCM is the recruitment ATS kind of a thing. To best of my knowledge, Infosys uses their own ATS. They don't use Success Factor. To best of my knowledge. So the question what you're asking is like whether they are using EC. EC is not a recruitment module. It's an core
Data
module of
studios.
HR where like no all the data of employee file like no would be available in EC. From there, it goes to all other branches like recruitment kind of a thing and all. Correct me if this is the question what you asked me, Chandra.
Yeah. Thanks, Sai.
Yeah. And Akshara just wanted to recheck again, like no, from you. See, if I'm not wrong, first EC has to be implemented so that like no. The succession data model or corporate data model will move across to RCM and other models, right? Just correct me if I'm
No,
wrong.
no. See, it is just our need to have it. Let's
Mhm.
say you have already your EC or data in some other system.
Mhm.
Most of the companies they don't want to what they don't want to use already we have EC. Again, we don't want to put some time into your success factors EC.
Okay.
We don't have RCM, let's start with RCM. So what
Okay.
did they will tell us? Use the data from other system and create RCM here. So it is
Okay.
not that always we need EC, we are not dependent on EC. Without
Okay.
EC also RCM can run. That is
Okay.
main thing.
Okay.
But now for the latest process, onboarding needs CC. If someone
Mm-hmm.
asks you to implement RCM without anything, we can do it. But
Mm-hmm.
if someone asks you to implement onboarding, you need EC in the success factors only. So that's
Mm-hmm.
how SAP has tie up EC and onboarding, but not RCM. RCM is optional. Any system you have EC or data maintenance, we can bring it to RCM and we can do. It's all about integration and third party integrations we use.
Got it.
Right. Hope I have cleared many of the questions. Still, if you have any questions, you can tell me. If no questions, you can just tell Subbu which is your flexible time for the regular session to start with RCM training. Okay.
Actually, how about syllabus?
Thanks for
What syllabus like now
the
in this 18
syllabus will be
which you
shared
provided?
to you.
Mm-hmm.
It will be shared to you in after this session. I will share the syllabus contents to you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And server access, how many days it would be there?
It will be almost with you for 60 days, the server access.
Mm-hmm. And it's only RCM server, or but you'll have everything done in the provisioning and give the server, right?
Almost you will have EC and RCM both, I hope so. The server will be given by Subbu. You can check
Okay.
with him. Mostly you will have RCM end to end. EC also it will be there because it's an practice server, right? It might be there.
Okay. Thank you,
Akshara,
Akshara.
one thing is in the provision, also you're able to show us while the training sessions.
We can show the features what are existing in provisioning, but enabling and disabling and directly showing the output, it will affect already existing some practices. So only thing we can do is the features that are there in the provisioning. But you see in the front end, it will take just one session for provisioning because very less settings are there in the provisioning. That's another
Yes.
case. But if you see in the front end, every setting we will enable, disable, and show you how it is going to function for you exactly with the output. If I
So,
enable this data model or XML, how it is going to affect you in the RCM process. Status set, all these things will be shown to you directly.
okay, but clearly in one section, can we complete this entire provision? Because the provision will be enabling and disabling, it will be taking long time, right?
Provisioning is an group of modules settings over there. Okay,
Mm.
specifically to pick RCM, it will not take much time. But all the module settings and the jobs are scheduled there, so it will look bigger, but when it comes to RCM you will have only few things to be discussed there, so it will take one session to showcase to you what are all there in the provision.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Right, thanks for
And
joining the
Akshara,
session. If
I'm
no
sorry,
questions you, yeah, yeah,
one question. What is the hit ratio of RCM?
hit ratio
Of RCM in the market?
of RCM, see in the market right now, you have very less hiring. I'm very frank on that. I don't hide anything here. So the hiring is less, but the projects which are coming for the next March, we have many more. And one person is doing two projects in the companies. You know the how much hectic work we are having. And the positions are open, but hiring is less as of now. I'm not sure what is affecting it, maybe the elections that are happening at US or some inflation or something, but in another 2 to 3 months the positions will be open again, as we are holding 2 to 3 projects for one person in the job. So we will have more hiring coming in for success factors, and especially to RCM. RCM with another thing, let's say RCM with EC, some ground basics like that, it will help you to hire more. Along with RCM, try to learn one more module, which I can suggest you is like this. ECRCM, RCM, RMK, another module. Like that, you can learn. You will have more priority in the market.
Basically, two modules are mandatory in success factors.
It's not mandatory, it's an add-on. One is mandatory. The one which you are learning is just an add-on. Let's say you and other person are stuck in an interview. You got five, they got five. What makes you add-on is you know one more module. You don't know that. That's it.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, I hope I am done. If any other questions, you can ask me. If no questions, you may leave the session and tell Subbu the timing which you are comfortable for the training. Okay?
And about the fee structure,
That all you can talk with Subbu. Subbu will discuss everything with you on that.
okay, okay, sure.
Right. Thank you so much for joining. Have a happy weekend. Thanks for joining on a Saturday. Great
Okay,
day.
thank you. Bye.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Akshara.
Thank you.
Thank you, Akshara.
Nice
Thank you, Subbu.
session.
Thank you.